Hello, today we're looking at the measuring tape. Today we're going to go through some different types of commonly used measuring tapes, what the main parts of the tapes are, a little bit about reading the tape, a few helpful tips when using them, and a bit of safety and maintenance. So let's go. And the most commonly used tape is the retractable metal 8-metre tape. You can also get them in 10-metre varieties as well. And then of course you've got the long measuring tape. So this is a 50-metre and a 30-metre. This one is an open reel 50-metre fiberglass tape. And this one's a closed reel 30-metre metal tape. So you can get tapes in both fiberglass and metal. Of course, at the end of your retractable tape is the hook. We can hook onto things to measure the length of them. We can also use it butted in at that end. The next part is the lock button that we're going to look at. So when we pull the tape out, it just springs back, but we can pull it out, pull the button down and locks it into place, unlock it like that. You can also get an unlock button. This is a type where you pull the tape out and it stays out until you go and press the button, and that releases it to retract back in. The other parts of the measuring tape are what's called the dumb end and the smart end. So the dumb end of the tape is just the end that gets butted in or hooked onto something. But the smart end of the tape is the other end where you actually read the measurements. So if the boss ever says to you, give me the smart end of the tape, you know which one he's looking for. And of course, we finish off with a little clip on the side if you need to clip it onto your nail bag or onto your belt. Let's have a very quick look at the numbering on a tape. It's pretty straightforward. We have the big marks indicate 10mm increments. We have the medium sized marks in the middle, which are 5mm. And then all of the individual marks are 1mm apart. So it's quite easy to read what that is. The tape down the bottom has 2mm increments. So that's 200 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 210. Remember, 20 is not 20, it's 200, and 21 is not 21, it's 210. Now a few little helpful hints when using the tape. One of the mistakes I often see new students and new apprentices make is trying to hold the tape like that to make marks. It falls down on them and it just becomes too awkward. A much better idea to hold the tape in one hand with your thumb and your finger just holding the tape out. That way you can just hook it on, mark things. If you need to mark in the other direction, just turn it around and mark like that, and it's much more controllable and much easier to use. Now if you use your pen in your right hand, then you're going to use a tape in your left hand, and when you do that you'll find the numbers are upside down. However, if you're left-handed, you can get to use a tape in the right hand and the numbers are up the correct way. Next thing we're going to look at is the hook. You'll notice the hook moves a little bit. It should move by however thick the hook is. The reason is when you hook on, you want that hook to stretch out so that you're measuring from the inside of that metal hook. If you're butting the tape in, you want the hook to push in so that you're measuring from the outside of it. One of the mistakes I see people make is when they ask someone to butt the tape into a wall for them. They end up putting their finger on the inside and pushing it into the wall like that, which stretches it out and it's not measuring correctly. You need to hold the tape back there and push it in like that so the hook pushes in and you're measuring from the correct side of it. So let's talk about using the long measuring tape. When we're stretching out a long distance and we're going over 8 meters in this example, sags quite a lot. You'll find the measuring tape sags quite a lot, and it's sagged all the way down to there, but when we pull it tight you can see how far up it comes. We need the line nice and straight and tight when you're measuring. A little bit of a jiggle and the tape comes off and you can roll it up. Now we're going to look at why I prefer metal tapes over fiberglass tapes. You can see I've stretched both of my tapes out over 20 meters. And we're measuring a distance of 20 meters 600 to the edge of that piece of metal. Now I'm going to pull the metal tape tight and you're going to see how much sag I pull out of it. So you can see it goes up 8, 10, 12, probably nearly 13mm of sag I've pulled out of that line. Now let's see what happens when I do the same thing on the fiberglass tape. It pulls out the first 10mm, 20, 30, over 30mm. Now some of that is just pulling the sag out of the line, but it's also stretching the fiberglass tape. And when you pull on the both of them the same amount of tension, you'll see the fiberglass tape will actually stretch a lot further the harder you pull it. So sometimes I find it a bit difficult to get accurate measurements over long distances. That's why I prefer the metal tape. One of the things we have to measure to setting out a job is measuring to a string line. So if I grab the end of my tape and hold it near the string line and my partner pulls quite firmly at the other end of the line, all of a sudden I'm wobbling around. It's hard to keep it still and get a nice accurate measurement. Much better to put a leg on both sides of the string line, put your hand against your leg to brace it, and we're going to hold it right on the 100 mark right there. If need be, your other hand goes against your other leg and it's nice and firm. Your partner can pull nice and tightly on the tape, get the sag out of it, and allow for that 100mm difference at the other end. Right, let's talk a little bit about safety and maintenance of your measuring tape. The golden rule for a metal retractable tape is don't let it get wet. I have a very old tape here which I can demonstrate why. This tape got wet at one point and wasn't cleaned up, and you can see how much it's deteriorated and how difficult it is to see those measurements. It's the one advantage fiberglass tapes have is they don't rust. So if you do get water on your tape, make sure you pull it out and run the tape through a rag and dry up all of the moisture off the blade of the tape, and a little bit of magic lubricant spray up into the springs there just to make sure you repel all of the water out of the working mechanisms. And tape should stay working really nicely. The next rule is don't overextend the tape. I've pulled this out over 7 metres, 7.5 metres. I'm getting toward the limit of the tape and I don't want to pull it out any further because I'm going to demonstrate this with that old tape again, because I don't care if I damage it because I've got to throw it in the bin anyway. Starting to extend this out, 7.9, just there it says stop. There's 8 metres and I'm pulling it out too far and you can see it's popped all the way out. I can't get it back in now, and in fact I think the spring's even broken because now it's not even retracting anymore. So that's what can happen if you pull the tape out too far. If you're measuring more than 7.5 metres regularly, then I recommend getting out one of the long tapes to do that. So that's not extending it out too far. The other rule is not retracting it too quickly. Stop it before it gets to the end, because if that tape retracts in too quickly, then that hook will hit there and eventually it will smash it off and damage your tape. So finger and thumb, when it comes in, make sure you slow it down a little bit before it gets to the end, and that will keep the hook from getting too badly damaged. Now a bit of finger care. You'll notice the edge of that blade, if you feel it, it doesn't feel very sharp, but when that retracts in quickly, if your finger is next to that edge, it will slice you open. So finger goes top and bottom of the blade, not side by side. Top and bottom, so when it comes in, keep your finger away from that edge. The next thing is tapes bend in one direction only, which is fine because you can always push a tape into a wall to get a measurement, but they can't bend backwards. They can only bend that way, not around backwards that way. If you bend it backwards too often, what can happen is that you get little splits in the tape. And you can see on this tape, it's been bent backwards once too often and it's split open. Now when it retracts, that little sharp edge is going to hit your finger and split you open. So as soon as you get any little cracks in your tape, throw it in the bin. It's too dangerous. All right, that's a quick overview of using the measuring tapes. Thank you and good luck.